I'm your host, Barry Vaudrin, the cruise journalist. You're watching episode 3, filmed during an Alaska cruise with Holland America Line aboard the Amsterdam. Today we're visiting Sitka and the fascinating Alaska Raptor Center. Wow, I feel like I'm in the land of the hobbits. This is the Raptor Center in Sitka, Alaska. And if you come here on a cruise ship and want to know what to do in Sitka, check out the lush, beautiful trails at the Sitka Raptor Center, where you could see some bald eagles, you could see owls. This really is an animal lover's paradise. Check it out next time you come to Sitka. We're with Lacey and Volta at the Sitka Raptor Center. And Lacey, tell us a little bit about this bird.
Well, Volta came to us in 1992. He had collided with the power line downtown in Sitka. He had a concussion, electrocutional burns, eye injury, and he had multiple bone fractures in his body. Most importantly, he actually destroyed a bone called the coracoid in his shoulder, and he no longer has the ability to get lift in flight. So he's now non-flighted.
So I wonder why on Angry Birds they don't have eagles.
Well, that's by nature their behavior. Eagles are very aggressive, dominant species. They're highly adapted to what they do, and they're definitely the top of the food chain in there.
It's a very, very powerful animal.
It is.
Now, this Raptor Center, how do you get support for this Raptor Center?
Well, we have 501c3 status. We're a completely private nonprofit. Most of our the money that comes to help the birds comes from people who donate, or from membership as well too. So,
what's the website here that they can go to?
It's the AlaskaRaptorCenter.org.
Now, tell us, how much does this bird weigh?
Well, he looks like he'd weigh a lot more than he does, but he's actually only 10.5 pounds today. So.
And how old is the bird?
We don't know how old he is. Like I said, he came in 92, but he was already an adult. So he already had that white head and tail. He could be at least 25. He could be closer to 30 or 40, but we just don't know.
Whoops.
That's okay.
That's all right.
He's a little bit jumpy sometimes.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this beautiful bird out here. It really is a testament to why a bald eagle has been chosen as America's national bird.
Yep, they're beautiful, they're powerful, and so I agree with that too.
Now, what do we have here?
Well, this is Kigik. Kigik is our snowy owl. He's the newest resident we have here at the Alaska Raptor Center. And Kigik means, in Inuit or Eskimo language, white hawk that flies in the sky. So.
And what happened to this bird? Why is the bird here?
Kigik was found actually down in Illinois, close to the University of Illinois in Urbana. He had been feeding on roadkill, and he was hit by a car, and he severely fractured his left humerus, actually in multiple pieces close to the joint. They did 2 surgeries on him down in Illinois at the university's medical clinic, and then they sent him up to us, hoping that our rehab team and our aerobic flight room would help him recover. Unfortunately, even with our best efforts, he's no longer able to fly.
How many Raptor centers are like this around the country?
There are Raptor centers in every state, or just wildlife centers, and they treat various different wildlife, but this is the only full-service avian hospital in Alaska that I know of. So,
now, what type of an owl is this?
He's a snowy owl. It's an Arctic circle species, so some people call him an Arctic owl, but generally found 60 degrees latitude and north. So.
There are so many options out there for booking a cruise, but I want to suggest that you visit a great company called the Cruise Web at cruiseweb.com.
So one of the rewarding things about working here at the Cruise Web is that welcome back call when I call my clients to hear about what their experiences are, and they've had a great time. There's been no hitches, and it's a lasting memory for them for their vacation. And quite often they're almost ready to start planning their next one with me. So that's very rewarding. Equally as rewarding is when they refer me, my services to their friends and family, coworkers, because they've been so satisfied with my service that they feel they should get the same for their friends and family.
You are the hotel director?
Yes, sir.
And what is your name?
James Deering.
How long have you been working with Holland America?
I've actually worked here 3 different times, but a total of about 10 years.
And so you've worked on a number of the different ships. What's your favorite ship?
That's a tough one. I've worked on all the Vista ships, as well as the Volendam and the Zaandam, and I think the Noordam right now has a slight edge as my favorite.
And now, as a hotel manager, hotel director, what are some of the biggest challenges that you face on each voyage?
Well, probably the biggest one is crowd control. Typically when you get 2,000 or 3,000 people together on any ship or any location, a certain herd mentality sets in, and almost everyone decides that they want to do the same thing at the same time in the same place. And I have to convince them through a certain amount of trickery that they might want to do something else instead somewhere else at a different time. And it works out pretty well most of the time.
Well, I appreciate you being on the show. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Be sure to watch our 4th and final episode filmed on board the Oosterdam when we explore this beautiful ship, taste the cuisine, and talk with the captain. Until next time, I want to wish you smooth seas.